What are some horror stories that you have seen or heard about out here in Kensington?
I mean, I've seen, I saw someone get their face slit open like the Joker from Batman in broad daylight. Hey, Bobby.
Nice to meet you, Bobby. How you doing today?
I'm alright.
How old are you, Bobby?
I just turned 29 last week.
29. Are you a Sagittarius?
Yes, I am.
Shout out to the Sagittarius. I'm a Sag myself, December 1st. So I want to give a shout out to you. Where are you originally from?
South Jersey.
Shout out Jersey, we out there. Okay, tell us a little bit about your childhood, buddy.
Grew up, both my parents were around. Parents got divorced when I was very young. I was in first grade, so that was hard on me as a kid. But I mean, it's very common anymore, so there's a lot more resources to deal with it. I'm one of 5 children. 3, I'm the oldest. 3 are with my mom and dad, and then 2 other come from my dad's second marriage. I mean, the households were good. I mean, both parents remarried. Dealing with that as a kid is, nothing easy, always difficult. Definitely didn't get along with my stepdad growing up, but, rough time dealing with, step parental relationships, mostly with my stepdad at first, because he was actually a really good dude, but, he tried to play the role of my dad, and, as a 12, 13-year-old kid, I'm like, screw that, you ain't my father, you know what I mean? So we had a rocky road, fist fights, whatever. But the one thing I always respected, like now that I couldn't then, but one thing I respect, there's 2 things I respect about him. One, the way he treated and loved my mother. I'm a mama's boy when it comes down to it, so. And, you treat my mom right, I can respect that. And then 2, he never gave up on trying to have a relationship with us kids. And eventually that turned into, one of the best relationships I've ever had in my life. It's helped me a lot about being a man and growing up and stuff like that.
What are some of your favorite childhood memories?
Honestly, a lot of them are with him. We would always go, like he always made sure to do like things as a family and together. And so we always went on cool vacations, we would go camping and, stuff like that. We always played like, board games and card games and stuff like that as a family. He always tried to like, have dinner for all of us together at a time. He also had a daughter from his first marriage. That's the same age as my brother, who's 18 months younger than I am. So there was us 4 kids, and then my mom and stepdad all together. So and we lived in a small house, so that got crazy. My dad's house was a little more calm and whatnot, but I mean, most of the fond childhood memories are the 2 memories that are the best are the family things we did as a family at my mom's house with my stepdad and whatnot, and then 2 was basketball. Basketball was a big part of my life. I played since I had a ball in my hand since the day I came out of the womb.
All right.
My parents said. So I always played AAU ball, travel, high school. You name it.
All right, so what is your drug of choice currently?
Currently, it's dope and cocaine.
Dope and cocaine?
Yeah.
How long have you been using both drugs for?
Both drugs for probably about 8 to 9 years now. So originally I was introduced to like painkillers.
And that's from the doctor?
Actually, it wasn't. I didn't really have anything I needed to take them for. Like I didn't do anything. Like in high school, I didn't do anything. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do bad shit.
So where do you get these painkillers from? Who was giving them to you?
So a lot of friends that I had from high school started taking them in high school. And then my senior year of high school, I ended up having an incident with my coach, and we didn't see eye to eye on a few things. So I ended up quitting my basketball team. And like, basketball was my drug before drugs. You know, I put everything I had into that. You know, I wanted to play in college, and you know, as far as I could get. So once that was taken away, I didn't have any, you know, escape anymore. So, you know, then I started, you know, all right, we go to a party, I drink a little, and started a little smoking weed. You know, then tried some pills here and there. And it wasn't like I took the pills and it was like, all right, I need to do this all the time now. But eventually, you know, I went away to college for a little bit. Right out of high school, I went to the University of Louisville. I wasn't there very long, because that's where, you know, the drug addiction started to get worse. You know, full freedom for the first time in my life, like away from my family, and I could do whatever I want. You know, so, you know, that experiment only lasted a semester. Then I came back home and started getting on the pills heavy then.
So how do you end up in Kensington, in the black hole?
Oh, I mean, between there and getting over here now, there's a lot that's happened. Eventually, my parents, you know, sent me to rehab for a while. For like, from the time I was 19 to 21, I was in and out of rehabs, you know, halfway houses, you know, all that stuff, trying to get right. Eventually, I finally do. For a while, I get right, and I stayed that way for 4.5 years. I was sober for 4.5 years. I eventually go back to a new college. I went to Ohio University, where I was a chemistry major. So I'm there. I'm in one of my last semesters, and I have a really bad freak injury. So at my buddy's house one night, and I leave, I go to the store, you know, to get some snacks, some drinks, something like that. You know, I can't even remember exactly what I got. But I just went to the store, you know, corner store, gas station, whatever, something like that. I come back, his dog bites me on the arm. You know, his buddy gets the dog off my arm. The dog attacks the guy whose dog it was, friend who got the dog off me. Then the dog starts chasing my dog around the house out of nowhere, trying to attack him. And my dog at this time is only maybe 8 months old. No, he's not very old. Like, he's still a puppy. And I'm not, you know, I love my dog. I ain't letting some other dog, you know, trying to attack and kill my dog. Like, this dog was, you know, 110-pound pit bull. Like, this dog was all muscle, strong as shit. Well, eventually, I don't know. My idea was to open the door of the house so the dogs would go outside, and my dog was like faster and quicker, so he could be able to get away from him. So basically, I'm gonna show you the scars real quick, because this right here is what really, you know, I had 4.5 years clean, and you know, I'm about to graduate college, and then I have this happen. Right down here, the dog got all the way to my bone. You can see my bone when the ambulance cut my shirt off. So then get to that point, you know, on a bunch of painkillers, this and that. I moved back home to my mom's house in Jersey. And then, you know, so pain pills run out. You know, I'm not getting prescribed by my doctor anymore. And you know, I'm from the area, you know, so I know about Kensington. I know where to get dope. You know, I've done dope before, so. But I just, you know, I was living in Ohio for school, so I wasn't around it. So I, you know, I felt like unlimited scripts of pills. So they run out, and you know, I don't have as much money to buy them on the street because you know the prices of them are sky high, crazy. So, you know, I come here and get $5 bags. That's an easy switch right there. That has a way stronger effect. I can do less and get more.
How much do you spend a day on buying drugs?
I mean, right now, I'm probably at around, I don't know, anywhere from like $50 to $100 a day.
How do you go about supporting your habit?
Various different things, you know. Some I prefer not to talk about on camera because, you know, they're illegal activities. You know, I've worked on blocks out here. You know,
So what's a day out here look like for you now?
So, I mean, a typical day. See, I don't live in the shelter here. A lot of people that I know out here do. So, like, I just hang around them because, you know, hanging out by yourself out here can be a dangerous thing. You know, it's a very dangerous place out here, especially hanging around by yourself. You know, if you get caught nodding out and you're by yourself, you can get your shit took. Or if you're by yourself and it starts to get dark outside, you can easily, you know, get jumped, robbed, stabbed, shot, stuck up, whatever.
So where do you currently stay?
So, you know, so I stay at I have two friends that sometimes I can sleep at their places, which is cool. Both of them used to live in shelters. You know, they're addicts also. One's in South Philly, the other one's in the northeast. You know, sometimes I just, you know, stay right out here in front of the shelter. There's always people out here. Sometimes I'll go down to one of the train stations and sleep there. You know, it's just more on a day-by-day basis.
What's the worst thing that has happened to you since you've been out here in Kensington?
Worst thing, like a couple days after last New Year's, I was walking over by like A in Somerset, and there's a bridge going over toward A in Somerset. You walk over the A Street Bridge, right there on the sidewalk. You know, I'm walking. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm by myself. You know, someone is walking with a shopping cart, like real slow, and I'm thinking it's like an older person. But based on the speed, next thing I know, they come up behind me with a shotgun, cock the shotgun, put it in my back, put me up against the fence. So, you know, they cocked the shotgun, put it in my back, put me on the ground on my back, you know. Yeah, so I'm laying on the ground on my back, you know, they're running my pockets. And then after doing that, they put the shotgun in my mouth. And at this point, I'm thinking it's all over. You know, for me, it's a wrap. I'm getting my brains blown out right now. And I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know what changed their mind, because there was no one a mile in any direction at that point. They could have easily got away with it. But, I don't know, they just didn't.
What has your addiction taken away from you?
The most important thing is relationships that have meant a lot to me. People that I'll never be in relationships with again. That's the number one thing.
How do you feel being an addict?
Judged.
Gotcha.
Judged.
Understood. Do you feel any shame or guilt due to your drug use?
Shame, yeah. And definitely I take some guilt, yeah.
Are you afraid of dying?
Before I ever had an overdose, my answer would have been no. But this last run in the beginning of it, I did. And now my answer would be yes.
Do you carry Narcan with you?
At all times. More than one.
That's great. Okay, so let's get off topic just a little bit, just to get to know you as a person, okay? What is your favorite cereal?
Ooh. Fruity Pebbles.
What is your favorite cartoon?
Favorite cartoon? Yeah, that's a good one. I like Dexter's Laboratory.
And do you have a favorite candy?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
What's your favorite sports team?
Philadelphia 76ers.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
What's your favorite artist or band?
Meek Mill.
Okay, when you was a little boy, what do you want to become when you grow up?
I wanted to be an NBA player.
When was the last time somebody told you that they love you?
Last time I talked to my mom on the phone.
Do you stay in touch with your family?
Yeah, we talk.
What message would you like to send to them if they was watching this video?
You know, just that I love them, and I'm alright.
If you had 3 wishes in this world, what would your 3 wishes be?
No, number 1 would be to cure addiction, to rid a lot of people of this disease. Number 2 would be to have a second chance at a lot of different things that I messed up in my life. And number 3 would be to wish all future success and happiness for me and my family.
If you had a message to send to the world, what would your message be?
Don't judge people. You love everyone, no matter what.
Okay. You have any last words you want to say to the world or to my audience?
Yeah, to the world and everyone out there. Don't judge a drug addict because they do drugs. These drugs are our solution to what we have going on with us. We don't know, yeah, we probably should know better, this and that, but there's no explanation. Like, it's documented in science and this and that and medical journals. There's no explanation. We're this way because we are, and there ain't no changing that. So, don't judge and discriminate because we put, needles in our bodies or smoke crack or sniff dope or, whatever. I bet you got something going on in your life, and you might eat chocolate all day. Well, you're eating chocolate is my shooting dope. It don't matter what it is. If it's a problem, it's a problem.
Gotcha.
Gotta save me from myself. This emptiness, it hurts like hell. My good intentions let me down. I keep getting in my way. My stubborn pride will dig my grave. Leaving behind with every step I take. Yeah, cycle down, walls are coming down. Yeah,